Tape it. Go for Auntie. Sorry, try to document some of this stuff here. Okay.
Milton lives right. I mean, Hayward lives right here. Next to him is his sister, cousin Marcy. Next to her is her son. Then the next house over
The next house is
is
another son.
another
Ray,
son.
Ray
Yeah,
lives
Ray
there
and what's his name.
part time.
Then the next house is his brother.
Uh-huh.
So you have two
And the
brothers
next
and a
house over
sister.
is the niece that did the history.
Right,
Elsie.
right. But now when we came down here, this was all the tobacco
Yeah.
land
Uh-huh.
that their mother and father farmed. Okay? And they were related to my father's mother. And that's
Right.
how we started coming down here. They called it Cousin Jenny.
Yeah. We got a chance to rest.
And cousin Billy. Now, who had the six fingers?
That was Martha's husband.
Yeah.
Robert
All
Lee.
that family, the Browns,
They were brown.
they all had a little six finger. And we couldn't get over it because we had never seen that before. But everybody in their family had a little six finger. But
So Ray had even 6 fingers, but they
Yeah.
had them cut off.
Yeah, they
They
did.
were small. Yeah.
We were city people. Look at.
They have
Let me also say, when I came down here, they were a little lighter than we were. And my grandmother and grandfather were real thin. And they had big time segregation and stuff. And like Nana said, y'all got to sleep down a little bit in the car. When I went to the show with him and his brother, we had to sit in the balcony.
Yeah.
And he couldn't say nothing because that's the only place you could go. Used to come down here, and they would be out there working in the fields and stuff, and around 11 o'clock, we'd have breakfast. Hot biscuits, rice, potatoes, chicken. They had cakes like you see in the store, all fresh made.
Seven-layer cake.
7-layer cake. Oh, it was awesome. And they'd come out here and take the chickens and
That was
Yeah.
just
Ah.
breakfast.
wait, what? that was
Fried chicken.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
gravy
chicken.
and
And they
rice.
used
That's
everything. The feet were in the butter with the butter beans. The feathers, they had feather beds.
Uh-huh.
You got out the
Yeah.
bed, you had to make it up with a broomstick handle and stuff to make sure it stayed straight.
We
and
didn't.
stuff.
We didn't touch them
No.
because we didn't know how to make them up. That's why.
Oh, but it was awesome. It was family. We enjoyed it, and that's how we all grew up together.
We had an outhouse.
Yes!
Wasn't
Yes!
inside
And a
house.
pump.
It was
Ah!
out back.
Pump the water.
Ah, so that was totally different for us.
Yeah.
You had to
We
walk
gotta go to the
back.
bathroom. Where you gotta walk?
What's the story behind the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the field of cotton.
Hey, another story was when we came down, Jenny and I, and she got bit by a wasp. And my grandfather chewed on his cigars.
Yes.
Rubbed
He
it on.
took the
I
cigar out
forgot
of his
about
mouth,
that.
rubbed it on his
Please,
Nasty.
please.
But that was supposed
got rid of it.
to neutralize the sting.
Yeah.
Now
And it
where
did.
was
Nasty.
the smoke barn for the tobacco?
Now, really, we didn't live here. We lived across the road.
Across the street,
That's
yeah.
mostly where you came.
But this was the farm.
And the tobacco barn was it's within hollering distance.
Mhm.
I
where we
remember.
lived.
I remember.
Then we lived up there where Milk lived.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And
That's
anytime,
when y'all really came.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to see Uncle Terry, he has moving pictures that my father took. And it will show you the barn and the
Mhm.
tobacco fields and all that kind of stuff. And usually he's down here and he goes through all those old pictures and they say who this one's and that one, their father and mother and all that kind of stuff.
All right. Let him.
Now I have
let
another
him take it,
question.
Let him take
I have another question about the house. How old is the house, and who used to live in this house? And
it.
what
He'll,
is
he'll
the-
tell you about that.
This house is probably I've been there 50 years. This house is probably 110, 15 years old.
And who lived in here?
These were relatives of ours.
When's the last time somebody been in the house?
I, we've been in it recently.
Last time we were down here,
Mhm.
about,
Last
about
time.
4 years
Two,
ago.
two, yeah.
We walked through the
Probably
house.
could go in it now, but it's
It's rickety. I
It's
wouldn't.
rickety.
I know. I would
Look
not
at
let
the
these
porch
children
is rickety.
fall.
yeah.
No.
Every year it gets worse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But to see what it
But
is.
any if you look in that building there, you will see an old wagon with some high walls. Yeah.
But if you walk around
Huh?
here, you
Yeah, it's trying to.
Some of it.
You ain't even looking behind you.
I just looked before I walked. You made your way over, I see, huh?
No, we're not going through it. Just gonna look at it. They have like old stuff.
I'll show you.